started with the pre-mission brief. Cross is on station here, and he can answer questions. However, hold all your questions till the end. Let me go ahead and orient you right here. So we will be taking off in the UAE, and we will be attacking north to Iran. And if you're familiar with this area, of course, to the west, we have Saudi Arabia, UAE, Oman, and Oman have this little portion up here, and that's where Kasab is. And that is where we'll rearm and refuel. And our primary target is Bandar Abbas. This is the Bandar Abbas area, okay? So here to the right, we have the airfield. All right. And these are all barracks. And what I have circled here is the area that the commander's convoy will be assembling at. Okay. So key in on this area. Now, the reason I put this red arrow here, you don't have to follow it, but this is kind of your key as you go in. Lack of a better term, we'll just call it McAlley, right? You're coming down this alley, and if you look at, you have this large warehouse over here, and this whole area right here is where the commander's convoy will assemble. Now, expect some type of anti-air in this area. I don't know what form, but we'll move on and we'll get a little closer. So if we come back to here, this double large warehouse will come in here. We have this, so key in here. We have this large warehouse. We have three behind it. We have the wood line. And then this area right here is where the commander's convoy will assemble. If we scroll in right here, we can already see some type of SAM's SA-19 or whatever that is. And you can see vehicles as they've right here, as they start to assemble in the previous days from photographs that were taken from a very high platform. Okay, now the actual route that they will take, we're not sure whether they'll go down this road or this way, so we kind of need to keep that open. If the 15s show up, because they'll be the first ones in this area, if the 15s can take them out here, we'll do that. We'll take the commander out here. All right. So let's move on to the next one. Now so if I'm looking at this target and I'm looking at this area, can you guys see my mouse?
Yeah.
Okay. So this area is this from the east, and looking over here. And this is where the commander, he's in these billets right here. When the JF-17, he's basically kicking the door open. So we have these three ships out here patrolling the post. The airfield, our primary objective is off in this area over here. And the JF-17 will take these three ships down. Now, right now, we only have one JF-17. So primary target is the center boat, which is this one here. He's going to take this one down first, and leading this convoy of ships here is two of these. So he'll take down this one first, the JF-17, and then the lead one here, and then if required, refuel, rearm at Kasab and take down the second one. But that should be enough to kick open the door. Now, FA-18s, you are third to take off. So right now we have the JF-17 that took off. He's taking out those ships. F-16s took off. That's going to be let in by the IBU, the electronic package of the F-16. He's going to come in and jam everything, followed by the FA-18s. FA-18s, I want you to coordinate closely with the Harrier, which is going to be located on Keshim Island. And you guys decide amongst yourself when the best time for that Harrier to take off. So from this is about I'd say 10 to 15,000 feet. This is the bridge you're going to take out, FA-18s. You're going to take out this bridge right here, and that should stop as the convoy approaches. That should stop right here. The Harrier is going to take out the two previous mentioned vehicles. Reason being because Major General Sahmadi and his factions and bomb building have killed numerous Marines. So we're going to have a U.S. Marine aircraft take out Sahmadi. So Harrier,
Yes.
once this is blown up and the vehicle stops here, then you will take out that vehicle. A closer look at that bridge, is right here. Okay? So F-18s, Hornets, take out this bridge. That will stop the convoy right here. And Harrier, your job is to take out those two vehicles. Again, led by an armored vehicle, and then the next two will be the commander's vehicle. Which one he's in, we don't know, but you can take out. After that, 18s, if you want to deal death and destruction on the remainder of the convoy, drive on. That definitely needs to be done. Now, that being said, you can see there are multiple different ways to get over to the area he's going. If you follow this canal up, you can see there's a bridge here, there's a bridge here, there's probably 4 or 5 more bridges. All those are marked in your on your plane, but if everything goes as planned, bridge blown, Harrier takes out the target, we shouldn't have to worry about this. Okay? All right. So, 15s. You have a primary secondary mission. Just to orient you, this is the area where the commander will be. If you show up and the commander's convoy has not left this area, or you can see it, take him out. That's primary. Okay? If it's not available, your primary target is this section of the airfield. Okay? I would need you to take out all these planes that the high value targets have flown in on. You can also see there's some fighter aircraft over here. Just go ahead and destroy this whole area. And then if need be, if you have munitions and time, take out the airfield. However, you have 2 missions on top of this. One, you are the primary cap. Expect some kind of cap to show up. You're going to have to divert or organize yourself and go attack that cap, that threat from wherever it's coming from. So, and number 2, if for whatever reason the 18s, which is flight lead number 2, can't take out the bridge and kill the convoy at the previous location that I showed, you'll have to go over and take them out. So probably the FAAEs will go do that, and the F-15Cs can provide cap while this is going on. Okay? All right. So, again, this is looking at the commander's area. As dictated, the hard deck's going to be 20,000. Now, we've got maybe an hour of daylight, and then we go dark. And as you know, we own the night. So what you need to be careful about is these balloons here. You get down low, you will definitely run into these balloons, and they will deal death and destruction on your aircraft. So that's the reason for the hard deck. That and man pads and whatnot. Now, as our attack starts, the Naval Air Wing from the USS Lincoln will be 4 F-18s. The guys behind them, as they're out doing training for pre-carrier qualifications, they're going to be launching TALDs in days prior, so the enemy doesn't see it, but they will launch TALDs at the objective area. So we have basically 4 FA-18s Hornets here in combat spread heading towards the objective, and they have a full complement of TALDs, and will launch it at the objective as the 16s show up. So that should help the 16s. And finally, are your where you rearm and resupply is Kasab Air Base, which is, again, if I come back here, you are up here at the point or waypoint 1 bullseye, and this is a overhead view of Kasab, so probably the easiest way to come in is from the ocean side. Land, refuel, take back off. And you can see the distance that you'll be from here to the target. So at this point, I'm going to pass it off to Cross. He can add in any other information, and we'll take questions.
All right, guys. Yep. Okay, guys. Good job, Darby. Thank you. And so we got to kill the commander. It's not mission success unless we kill the commander, and we return to Minhad Air Base. So landing and refueling at Kasab, cool. But in the end, we got to get back to Minhad. After you complete your primary mission, get with command and figure out what you need to do next, because you might not be tasked with the same thing. You know, if you were a 16 throwing harms in the first one, somebody might need you to put on some JDAMs and create a runway or something. So just be cognizant of that. We're gonna have to do a little organization, see what everybody's finding here. But
when the JF-17, he's basically kicking the door open. So we have these three boats, these three ships out here. F-16s took off. That's going to be let in by the IBU. FA-18, you are third to take off. So right now we have the JF-17 that took off. He's taking out those ships. F-16 took off. That's going to be let in by the IBU, the electronic package of the F-15. He's going to come in. 15s, you have a primary secondary mission. Just to orient you, this is the area where the commander will be. If you show up and the commander's convoy has not left this area, or you can see it, take him out. Harrier is going to take out the two previous mentioned vehicles, reason being because Major General Sahmadi and his factions and bomb building have killed numerous Marines. So we're going to have a U.S. Marine aircraft take out Sahmadi.
Landing, gear, check.
1-2. Request bogey dope. Chevy 1-2. Overlord 1-1. Bra 341. 435 at 12,000 knots. Uzi 1-1. Overlord 1-1. Pop-up group 024. 470 at 2,000 cold. Overlord 1-1. Chevy 1-2. Request bogey dope. Chevy 1-2. Overlord 1-1. Bra 327. 426 at 12,000 knots. Uzi 1-1. Overlord 1-1. Pop-up group 021. 470 at 1,500 knots.
altitude, altitude, altitude. Caution, caution. Caution, caution. Caution, caution. Altitude, 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 altitude. Altitude, 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 altitude. Caution,